Hello 10th class students. We were discussing about the chapter number 9, that is heredity and evolution, and we have discussed so many things about the heredity, that how the characters get transferred from one generation to another generation, which are the factors that are responsible for transferring the characters, and who first of all discovered the genetics. And Gregor von Mendel, the scientist who discovered this, is known as the father of the genetics. We have also discussed about the variation among the same population or the population of the same individual. Now students, today we will discuss that how Mendel proposed his law of the genetics, what was the basis of the law of the genetics. We have seen this the structure of the chromosomes and how the DNA is present inside the chromosomes. We have discussed this structure also, that the chromosomes are present in the form of the thread-like structure inside the nucleus of the cell, and when we expand the structure of the chromosomes, then it comes in the form of the very fine thread-like structures in which the histone proteins, you can see here, this is the histone protein present here, and finally the structure of the DNA that reveal is a double helical structure. And students, two scientists, Watson and Crick, were the first who discovered the double helical structure of the DNA, Watson and Crick. Now students, we will see how the Mendel crossed the pea plant, which character he took for the cross breed, and what was the result and consequences of his experiment. So students, see here, in the first, Mendel selected the pea plant, that is Pisum sativum, for his experiment. See here, in the pea plant students, he took first of all the character of the height of the plant. He took a tall pea plant and another is short pea plant, or we call it dwarf pea plant, which is shorter as compared to the long, whose height is very less. So these two are the characters of the antagonistic character or antagonistic part of the same character. Now the pure tall plant. Now students, see here what is the meaning of pure tall plant and pure short plant, which is represented by small t, and pure short plant, pure tall plant, that is represented by capital T. First of all, we have to understand that what is pure and what is impure. There are some important terms related to the genetics which we have to understand before understanding the cross of the pea plant. Students, we have seen that any character is always controlled by two factors, or which have two factors responsible for that character. When both the characters are same, they always found in the pairs. Alleles are always present in pair. For example, if we want to represent the tall plants in terms of the genetics, then we will write there it in its allele form, in the form of its genetic combination. So it is represented by capital T. That means this is the tall plant, and if you want to represent the dwarf plant, then we will represent it by small t. Now the question arises that what will be the combination called if the combination is capital T and small t. This combination may be there. So in order to understand this combination, first of all we have to see the dominant and recessive characters. Now students, if we see the capital T capital T, small t and small t. Then they shows two type of the combinations on the basis of one is on the basis of their gene combination and one is on the basis of their physical appearance. For example, if we simply watching a plant, then we cannot say that which type of gene combination it has. We can only see its height, either it is dwarf or tall. So, if we consider their genotypic ratio, genotype and phenotype, then students, genotype, that means their gene combination which we cannot see from outside. And the phenotype, that means the physical appearance of the characters, that what we see from the outside. It is physical appearance. So, if we see these three plants from the outside, then these two will be tall and this one will be dwarf, or we can say it will be short. But students, if we talk about the genotype ratio, then the ratio will be 3:1 because three plants are tall and one plant is short. But if we see the ratio of their genotype ratio, that means their gene combination ratio, then there are three types of the plant who having the different gene combination and their ratio will be 1:1:1. Why 1:1:1? Because one is capital T, which is different from the other two. Second is capital T, small t, which is different from the rest of the two. And the third one is small t, which is also differ from the other two. So, all these three combinations are different from each other. So, their gene combination ratio, combination of the gene that is present inside the plant, it shows in genotype. Now, students, here in the second case, we can see that the character of tall and character of dwarf both are present. But the plant appear from the outside, or its phenotype is of tall plant. Then what is the meaning of presence of the dwarf character there? Here, when two characters are present, when the two factor of the same characters, not two different characters, when two factor of the same characters present together, then the factor which express itself in the next generation. In this case, the tall is expressing itself because this plant is tall. See here, when capital T, small t both are present together, then plant will appear tall. So, students, the factor which express itself while it is present in its antagonistic nature also, then the factor which expresses itself is called dominant character or dominant factor. And one which is present but do not show itself or does not express itself, that character is called a recessive character. What, students? A recessive character or recessive factor. So, these are the recessive and dominant. Dominant, that means who expresses itself, and recessive who gets suppressed by the dominant character. Second thing, second most important factors is homozygous and heterozygous. homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous and heterozygous means, students, when two factors which are present together having the same allele combination. See here, there are three types of the combination possible that we have seen: capital T, second was capital T small t, and third was small t. Here, students, homo refer for same. The meaning of homo is same and the meaning of hetero is different. So, homozygous, that means having the same allele. See here, in the first case and in the third case, the alleles are same. Either they are capital T or they are small t. So, the same combination is called homozygous, and the second one which having the different combination. One is capital and another one is small. This combination is called heterozygous. So, students, see, if the capital T we see, then this plant will be tall. Second thing, if second combination capital T small t is present, then it will be also tall. If we see the both from the outside, or we can say if we talk about their phenotype, physical appearance, then they both will appear as tall, having the same height. We cannot say that there is any difference in these plants. But if we talk about their genotype instead of its phenotype, then we can say that one is homozygous tall and another is heterozygous tall. Both are tall, but one is homozygous. It is homozygous tall, and the second one is heterozygous. Heterozygous tall. But students, always remember the recessive character. The character we have seen here. The recessive character always express itself only in the homozygous condition. Here we have seen that when the recessive character or the factor of the recessive character when present alone, then it will express itself in the form of small t, and whenever it is present with the dominant character, one of the factor is dominant present along with the recessive characters, then the dominant character will suppress the recessive character and it will express itself the dominant character and not of the recessive character. So, we have to always remember that any character which is recessive in nature will always express itself only in the homozygous condition and not in the heterozygous condition. So, let us come to the point. Here, Mendel made the cross between the tall and dwarf character. He took the tall pea plant and the short pea plant. He selected pure tall and pure dwarf. Now you have understand that what is the meaning of pure tall and pure short. Short is always pure because it is recessive character. We will see why it is recessive. And tall. he obtained and he crossed pollinated them. He crossed pollinated them, that means he make a cross between them. He obtained all tall plants. The Mendel obtained all tall plants in F1 generation. See here, like this. Here, when he crossed a dwarf plant of the small size with the long plant or tall plant, then all the individuals that he obtained in his F1 generation, first, second, third and fourth, these all the 4 plants are of tall height. But when he crossed these 2 plants of the F1 generation, then he obtained 3 tall plants and 1 short plant. This is the F2 generation, and this one is F1 generation. F1 and F2 students means filial first and filial second generation. The generation which is obtained in very first experiment by the pure parent is called F1 generation, and the second generation which is obtained by the cross between the progeny of F1 generation. In the progeny that we obtained in the F1 generation, then this generation is known as the F2 generation. We have also seen them in the form of the Punnett square. Let's see them once again, that how this is possible, that in the cross of the short and tall plant, all the plant obtained are tall plant, and the plant obtained by their cross is 3 short and 3 long and 1 is dwarf. Let's understand them once again. Here, when a pure tall plant is crossed with pure dwarf plant, that is small t, and here the tall plant capital T, then let's see their possible combinations. Here the capital T, small t, this T will combine with the second T, and again it will be capital T, small t. When this capital T combines with the first small t, then it will be capital T, small t, and again this capital T combines with the second small t, then it will also be capital T, small t. Now students, if we see their genotype, then all are having the capital small, and being dominant, the tall character will express itself in the generation, its phenotype, and all the plants will be of tall character. So that is what we have seen here, that all the 4 plants are of the long height, they all are tall. But now in second generation, see, 3 are tall and 1 is short, 1 is dwarf. Let's see how this is possible. Now see, when the cross between capital T, small t is made, then what we obtain, capital T, small t crossed with capital T, small t. Then what will be the possible combinations? This is the capital T, small t, capital T, then it will be capital T, capital T. This capital T will combine this small t, then it will be capital T, small t. Now, the combination of this small t with this capital T results in the formation of the genotype combination capital T and small t. Now, the last one, this small t will combine with this small t, and the possible combination will be small t, small t. Now see students, this one will be the tall plant, these two will also be tall plant, they are heterozygous tall and this one is the homozygous tall, and the only last one will be the dwarf plant. So if we see their phenotype ratio, remember students, it is phenotype, that means their physical appearance. Then 3 will be tall and 1 will be dwarf. And if we see their genotype combination of their gene structure, then second one is genotype, then we see 1 is pure tall, 2 are heterozygous tall and 1 is homozygous dwarf. So their gene combination ratio will be 1:2:1. Okay students, in the same way here we can see other characters that are taken with. Here when we take the second character, the character that is color of the flower, then we can see that the pea plant bears flower of the two colors, one is of purple. Then we can see that the purple color and white color flower combination when crossed, then in F1 generation all the flower obtained are of the purple color, and for the F2 generation when we crosses the purple color flowers that were obtained in the F1 generation, then in the same way here where the 3 plants were of the tall size and 1 is of short size, then in the same way here 3 flowers were obtained of the purple color and 1 obtained of the white color. So here we can also conclude that the purple color is of dominant nature. In the third experiment, Mendel took the shape of the seed of the pea plant. The seed of the pea plant bears two types of the shapes. One is a round shape and second is wrinkle shaped. When round and wrinkle both cross together, then all the 4 seeds that obtained in the F1 generation were of round shaped. But when this round shaped seed cross together, then the seed that we obtained or Mendel obtained 3 of the same shape that were round and 1 was of the wrinkle shaped, constricted shaped. So here we can also conclude that the round shape of the seed is always dominant over the wrinkle shaped.